Hi, welcome to Drumchapel St.Andrew's virtual church. I hope things are good with you, and it's good to feel that things are improving. For church, it's great to see people beginning to come back. We no longer have a numbers limit. We're limited by social distancing, but because we have a big space, that means we are able now to have more than our 50 limit from before. So you are really welcome to come back. It would be lovely to see you if you are around and you're able to join us 11 o'clock on a Sunday. It would be fantastic to see you. We still need to wear masks. We are still socially distanced, but the seats are set out that way, and it would be lovely to see you. But thank you for checking in for virtual church as well, because it has been so good during this time to have our online church family. So thank you for being here. Our theme for today is All You Need Is Love. And do check in with the different links for our songs and videos for today. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you go to the post below this one, all our links are there. And if you're watching on YouTube, if you go right down to the bottom of the page, and you'll find the first in the comments section gives all the links for our different videos. So our first song is Love Shine a Light. Please pause me and watch our video. It's a nature video of elephants protecting a baby. I love how animals can so often show us a good way to be. As soon as the elephant senses danger when the hippos are approaching, they all come together to protect the baby. Did you see the baby's mum in it? I guess the baby's mum was there, but actually you wouldn't know which was the baby's mum, because all the elephants come together to protect the baby. They are like a family, and they aren't messing around with trying to work out whose job it is to protect the baby. It's part of the role of every one of them. That feels like a good picture of church. We are family. We don't just look out for ourselves. We look out for each other. Together we are strong, looking out, keeping each other safe. That's what I love about our church. You can see it, you can feel it in our love for one another. Jesus said that the badge of the church family is that you love one another. That's what makes our church family a fabulous place to belong. Let's do a prayer. God, sometimes when I watch animals, I see such an amazing example of love, care, family. And today's video just gives a really good illustration of church. It helps me to recognise how significant it is that I am loved and that I love those around me. In this moment, I value that love. I value our church family. Amen. And please pause me and listen to our next song, which is called Give Me Your Eyes. Please make yourself a part of our prayer. God, today, for a moment, I switch off the many voices demanding my attention. and I listen to the voice of love. The voice that encourages me to be my best self, to be real rather than to be right, to seek healing rather than reparation, to care enough to not want my own way, to see with eyes of love, not of judgment. Today I accept that reliving the past will not make it any different, and that second-guessing the future will not make it unfold any differently. I recognise that I must live today, seize every opportunity that comes my way, give all the love I can, create energy that will make the world brighter and those I encounter better. The future starts today, not tomorrow. In every experience, encounter, situation, I will try to act in love. I will look for those who feel unnoticed, listen to those who feel unheard, care for those who feel isolated. Every day, I will discover more the power that just loving brings. I will discover that I can make a difference in someone's life just by keeping on loving them. A thought today for the people of India, for breakthroughs in treating COVID and protecting their people, for strength to medical staff, healing for the people, and care in impossible circumstances. A thought for all at the Brahma Kumaris Hospital at Mount Abu. A thought for all we love, for those with health issues, those who are living with loss, those with hard decisions to make. A thought for those looking forward to new adventures, excited and inspired. A thought for our church family. It is so lovely to feel our family coming back together after a long spell apart. A thought for 3D families, staff and volunteers gradually resuming activities. Amen. Our Bible reading is in the book of John at chapter 15, reading from verses 11 through 17. Jesus said, "I've told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. My commandment is this: love one another just as I love you. The greatest love you can have for your friends is to give your life for them. And you are my friends if you do what I ask you. I don't call you servants any longer, because servants don't know what their master's doing. Instead, I call you friends, because I've told you everything I heard from my Father. You didn't choose me. I chose you and appointed you to go and bear much fruit, the kind of fruit that endures. And so God will give you whatever you ask in my name. This then is what I ask you. Love one another. And a reading from the TV series Angel. Nothing in the world is the way it ought to be. It's harsh and cruel, but that's why there's us. We live as though the world were as it should be, to show it what it can be. And please pause me and listen to our next song, which is Love, Peace and Wisdom. There's an app you can download called People. It's spelled P-E-E-P-L-E. It's sort of like TripAdvisor for people. You can rate people out of 5 in professional, personal and dating categories. Like as if we didn't already have enough ways of being mean to people. A talent scout wrote of one performer: can't act, can't sing, slightly bald, can dance a little. That performer was Fred Astaire. Compact Club 2000 was a programme for young people a while ago. One of the quotes in the preparation materials for it was, "It only takes one significant adult to believe in your capabilities, and the whole world takes on a different perspective." That is true, not just for young people, but for all of us. Jesus said, "This is what I want you to do. Love one another." That is Jesus' hallmark for the church. There are lots of places Jesus could have given a whole load of instructions where he just didn't. Love one another. That's it. So what does that mean for us? I want you to pause me and watch a video. It's by Canadian Tire and it's called The Outsider. In the church family, there are no outsiders. But to make that reality, we have to notice. We have to look out for those around us. Those who might not be sure they will be accepted. Those who are afraid, hurt. Those who might not know the game yet. When the best of us steps up, our church stands a little taller. We all play for Drumchapel, St.Andrews. This feels like a new chapter. It's lovely to see our church family coming back together again. Although we've been connected throughout this past year, it's lovely too to be able to be together physically. Over the past year, our world has felt a frightening place. Many of us coming back are still anxious. For a year, we've been told to be afraid. That doesn't just go away. We will move on to better days. But for now, it feels like baby steps. What will help us as we move forward is love. There are people coming back to church now who haven't been here for a year. People who have connected online and have become part of our church family during this past year and who will now join us in church. People who have never been before, who now want to become part of our church family. When we step up, they will know they are loved and will want to stay. George Day said, "Inclusion is not bringing people into what already exists. It is making a new space, a better space for everyone." We are moving into a new space. Church is dynamic. It's not fixed. Our new chapter will be different from our last chapter. It will build on it, but it will take us somewhere new. Please pause me and watch our next video, which is about the wisdom of gifts. A couple of years ago, when flying was a thing, I was at the airport passing through all the duty-free shops, and I noticed more than a few shops selling luggage. Like, seriously. I'm thinking, who's buying luggage at an airport? Oh, I knew I'd forgotten something. Obviously, there is a deeper psychology going on there. Nobody is going to the airport carrying their clothes in their arms so they can get luggage there. But here's the psychology of it. I haven't looked at my luggage since my last trip, however long ago that was. And actually my bag seemed okay at that point. But now I'm looking in these shops at this new luggage and I'm thinking, I could do better. Mental note, buy new cases. Love is always dynamic. It always takes us somewhere new, somewhere better. What we had before was great. What we have ahead can be even better. How do we help people to feel loved and valued? Keep on loving them. That's why we call ourselves an affirming church. Because love brings us together. Love brings power way beyond even our imagination. What does it mean in practice? In Mamma Mia 2, Sophie has had an argument with her partner, Sky. She asks Tanya and Rosie what she should say. Tanya says, "You would say that you love him more than you love this argument." Love is bigger, stronger, deeper than anything else that is going on. Instead of going to fix, go to love. You can't always fix things, but you can always love. Today we remind ourselves that love is always our first call, the essence of who we are, the hallmark of our church family. St. Aelred said, "A true friend sees nothing in their friend but their heart." Let's do a prayer. God, today I recognise that love isn't just part of our church journey. Love is our church journey, the essence of who we are, at the heart of every choice and every adventure. I am aware there may be people standing behind fences, waiting to belong, but afraid of non-acceptance. Today, it is not someone else's job to reach out to them, but mine. When someone is hurting, not able to fly, I will be by their side. When I feel helpless for someone else, I will just keep on loving them and discover that love brings more than I could ever imagine to their life and their journey. And I will accept help and love when they are offered to me. Amen. And please join me for a moment in a moment for reflection. And the song that we're going to listen to for our moment for reflection is Love Song of a Tiny Flower. Thanks so much for being here today. It's really lovely to check in with you. I hope that you will have a good day today. I hope the week ahead will be a great one for you. We're going to finish off by listening together to "The Day Thou Gavest, Lord, is Ended." And I've also linked in our closing prayer, may God's blessing surround you today. Take care.